I'm Adam and Paclt, and I'm CEO of IceWarp, which is a multinational company producing collaboration software and collaboration cloud services. So first of all, we have a different approach to product development. We don't see on our competitors. We are not trying to copy their functions. We just see who is using our product, which are the employees of companies mostly. So we are not focused on the individuals. We are focused on the companies starting from 100 employees, so to say. That's a sweet spot. And then obviously on the larger companies, government, or organizations. Now, if you think about what the usual employee, which is our customer, is doing this whole day, that's where we are trying to put our efforts. So it is not like that we are copying from other competitors. We just try to think about the product from the pure human perspective. And if you would see our product, the user interface, it's basically very easy, very simple, and we spend much more time than our competitors with tuning up every single element in the user interface. Then everything you do with IceWarp, you do it in the browser. Because naturally, you spend in the browser 99% of your time. Browsing the websites, watching Netflix, being on a social network. Once you open the desktop, you are in a browser, or you are using your mobile device. So we are trying to keep our product only in a browser. A lot of our competitors, especially the biggest one, is trying to have their desktop. They are trying to have their desktop apps you can download and install, and you need to have those apps running on your computer, which we think is a last century. So we are trying to keep everything in a single browser window. So a lot of customers still combine some kind of collaboration applications, but they still have a Zoom, for example. You know what I mean? They still have some other third-party solutions. We are trying to squeeze all of that into one single browser window. And the latest version is a completely new in a way that we are not just trying to squeeze those tasks, but we are giving you opportunity to create your own workspace that you can completely customize in the same way like you customize your computer when you just open it and turn it on. You customize your desktop in the same way you can customize your browser. You can stick your notes. You don't need to stick the papers on the monitor. You can drag and drop your files. You can share it with other people very naturally. So that's what we are trying to achieve. So we are in the market for 20 years. We are not a startup company. We were in a different vertical of the market, and we were in the different markets. Now we are moving, to East because we believe there is a huge opportunity for us. We had some government customers already in countries, or almost all the countries around us. So we feel there is a huge opportunity for us. Now, for the first time in GITEX, what we are trying to show the people is a new product. It's something we call IceWarp Epos. It's the latest generation of our interface, and we are trying to gather as much as feedback as possible from every single person we speak with. And we are giving to our customers and to potential customers opportunity to sneak peek what we are doing, to see the technology. We'll officially announce the release later, but we choose in GITEX basically to show something that we've been working on for the last few years. We changed the logo completely. We had a previous logo using almost 12 years, maybe longer. And we changed that. We basically had three major reasons. First one is that we really feel that what we are trying to do with the product, especially with the new dashboard interface, we are trying to put IceWarp in the middle of your, so to say, work universe. So once you are at work, once you are doing what you need to do, as your daily job, we want to be in the center. So what it means is that now dashboard works only with IceWarp features, but what do we plan is to integrate it with third-party world. So you should be able to play Spotify in the same application. You should be able to download your data from Dropbox. You should be able to download get the data from Slack. So we want to, if somebody is not using only our platform but also other platforms, we want to get all the data to the single interface. That's why we changed the logo, because we feel that it's fundamental change to what we are doing. And if you would see our logo, it's very nice. It says basically the IceWarp tunnel. It's the warp tunnel. If you've seen Star Trek, you are a Star Trek fan. When the ship is traveling through warp tunnel, so we basically modeled that warp tunnel and put it into a logo. because it's a part of the universe, so you want to be in the middle of the universe and want to innovate fast. That's why we chosen the VARP and the logo and everything else. Well, the biggest challenge, if you have like global cloud app, and it doesn't matter if it's collaboration app or something else, is data delivery. You know, the application must be fast. Everybody is dealing with that at some point. So what we are trying to achieve is that in every single region, which is important to us, we all have clusters. And what we are trying to achieve is that, for example, if I order a service from United Arab Emirates, my data will stay in United Arab Emirates. And so we can have a shorter, path from the data center to our customer. We can't afford to build data centers, but we can afford to spread a lot of small clusters and distribute our applications and the data from those clusters all over the world. And that's what we are trying to do. So that's the biggest challenge, because suddenly you are not only a software vendor, you are not only writing the code, but you need to manage your infrastructure. So, and that was a part of our transition last few years, because we've been transformed from software author to service provider.